Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of Epic Fumble, episode 77, called Dawn, Trouble, Dusk, what? Because last session, Orbert was not with us. All of our teammates were in a cavern where Isk developed some stuff back home while our troublemakers were doing something else in the Misty Oak Forest. But announcements. Well, next Tuesday is going to be the beginning of Chapter 4 of Call of the Netherdeep, where all of our crew is going to be sent into Marquette, the new continent inside Critical Role Universe.
Yeah.
Alexandria. We have a catnip. What's up, cat? Always nice to see you here. I hope you have some tissue and emotional comfort chocolate, because it's something casual for emotional damage.
It just happens. It's
well,
like a
Mavericks.
trigger warning. There will be emotional damage. Please be advised.
Trigger warning at every beginning of each session. It's okay. We have Ghost Fig that also have emotional damage lately in their game. But for one of my players, they will have the pleasure to recap what happened last session for a D4 if they want. Dawn was not there, Bert, so I guess he won't be doing it.
I'm gonna sit here and look pretty.
And at the end of last session, I remember that myself and Eric received D4s. So, how the girls feels like doing it. I know Mary's a bit... And you still have your boyfriend doing dishes.
Fine. I'll grow myself a brain. Alright, so from what I remembered from last session, on their side, after the fight for Luna and Eren, Dawnbringer got KO, he got unconscious for what the machine can be unconscious. And for myself, I had some questions about, sending stones, because I realized that we don't have a pair, we only have one, which is quite intriguing. And I had some question eventually for Pickle about what would be the best way to make a device to be able to know if we're spying on or not. Well, so after talking with Heman and realizing I won't be able to go very much further about that, I decided to teleport and join my friends back. Well, actually, I did not teleport myself. I had a little help from, Eren's teacher. So I got there. He offered me a ride on a griffin to get to the others. And yeah, quite a big bird. And from there, I found Luna and Eren in a cave with a very, very big dead dragon. And we had some intriguing puzzles in that room, as much as a locked, trapped room. But eventually, with a lot of work and hints, we eventually realized that we only had to open the dragon and use his guts to have a acid breath on the lock to open it, and discover a room with some what would look like shrooms and some green curculus. Luna managed to extract 2 of them before the whole entire room exploded.
I
Yeah.
find it nice while you're recapping. There's Meg doing all the
Mimicking.
gestures.
That's
Like,
perfect.
everything like we're
Yeah, and then well, there were like two sarcophagus too, which we managed to open. One with the skin of the dragon, and found some very interesting stuff in there. Bert, we're gonna have to catch you up about that. I think we're rich now. I think, not sure. And we're gonna have some stuff to get to identify too. Um, and we were to open the second one with Aaron's blood, because inside was his mom, guarded by a guardian spirit of the moon, and apparently they got put there by Aaron's brother, now working for the Crimson Dominion, is Nemesis. So, it's quite intriguing. Apparently, we have a lot to learn about that. But Aaron's mom now unconscious but safe. We loaded Aaron's wild shape with a lot of gold, and left with his mom to go meet his teacher. Had a really nice talk about with them. They probably gonna be able to help us in Echalian with with his circle, and I think we were about there. Except
That's a pretty good recap.
Yeah, so something like that.
And by the way, we were talking about Ghost Figure, but earlier she just threw in a floating inspiration.
Thank you, Mommy!
And here comes Mary with hers. With her D4. Oh, no.
Hey, thank you.
And we ended last session on you arriving to the village or to Stinko Whittleton. I don't really know.
I think we teleported directly to her place.
Yeah, on the rooftop.
On the roof, yeah.
Yeah, with an unconscious Machina, and she doesn't know yet that it's Bert. Yeah.
Okay. And Ghostfig, yeah, you're asking if we're talking shit. We can't. You're so amazing. Stop it. So, our Maverick just passed from here to there with that magical circle of teleportation. And they arrived on the rooftop of this, and let me activate the map where you all go back to Stinko Whittleton. This freaking huge city. Here it is. Come on. Come on, Foundry. Come on. You can do it. Alright, good. Right on the rooftop. Because as you can see, you can all have a vision of this large city with hundreds, thousands of houses. Yes, they are for mostly gnomes, but it's not because they're small that this place is not. And the marketplace over here is freaking huge. And, well, our three friends that the strength is not their forte are still, how can I say, carrying Don's body. Still unconscious.
It's alright, we have magic for that.
I imagine, because my 400 pounds of me plus my stuff is a lot.
Come on.
Actually, let me check. At 440 pounds, to be more exact.
What did you put in there?
Oh, there's only 80 pounds of stuff. The 360 of it's just me.
You call that having 20 strength and 20 constitution.
What did you use to make yourself?
And being made of metal. Partly.
Lots of metal.
Oh, boy.
So when you landed, you've heard from downstairs like, "What's happening, Hamdad? Who decided to come on my rooftop? Come on, answer me. I'll bring up the cannons if you don't."
Hi, Pickle.
We're back.
Yes? Aaron?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you here with my big boy or
Yes.
Somewhat.
He's, indisposed at the moment. If you would like to bring him inside.
indisposed? Come on, bring him down. Bring him down.
I just look at her like, you're aware she's gonna go in shock, right?
I think she's been through worse than this. She'll be fine.
She just don't know yet.
Let's use your magic to bring him inside.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Is he asleep?
You can't say that, I guess.
Is he dead? And you see that she takes another tone.
No, there is life signs for sure. He's just unconscious and
I'm
heavy.
sending you the lift.
Thank you.
And you hear a
He's a big boy.
and you're just a wooden platform that you, with the whole three of you, could drag.
Yeah.
Because casting 10 minutes for your thing.
Yeah, it would be long
Yeah.
a bit. But I just checked, and floating disc is still good to move. Don't bring her around. I can go until up to 500 pounds.
It's still good.
Close,
Still good.
but still good.
Just don't put anything else. Just nothing
Nope.
else.
So, at first you see that you go on the platform, and as you are, you just hear stink, that she's working on stuff. And your platform lowers and lowers. And say, "Okay, sit a moment at the table," and she doesn't even turn. You can use the arm there that you can pick him up and drag him there. So you just stay on the platform that.
Yeah, and
Apparently, and I put
she seems
myself.
busy. I'm just gonna
between-
wait till she's done with what she's doing.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna put myself between her and Don so she won't see him right away.
Alright.
Do we see like smelling salts or something like that?
Smelling salt, you mean for the. With your passive investigation, not really the thing that you would have on hand in in a place like that.
Is there bacon?
Probably somewhere, but
Oh.
at the close vicinity.
No. Shit, I want to wake him up.
Yep. And at some point she's like, "I've told you to. What are you doing?"
So,
Wait, I have to do everything myself. And you see that she jumps down and she had her power suit on.
Just before.
You're trying to stop me, little one? Move aside. And,
You should brace yourself.
and as you say that, she arrived next to you and you say brace yourself. And She doesn't notice at first. She arrives and goes like that. You always know that you have to just remove the helmet, and you see that she's going to pull up at where the jaw is, and she just like. What? And at the moment that you're getting your neck pulled, Dawn, this is where you come back to consciousness.
So I'm going to immediately shoot up and reach to grab Pickle. At the very least, to grab the arm that's lashed onto me.
Sure. Last thing you saw was a big dragon.
Pretty much.
And as you try to grab her, she fell down on her back. Whoa. Calm the fuck down. And she just falls down on her back while you're trying to grab. And she have her two hands behind her while she's sitting on her butt, like just watching you that you raised up 90 degrees.
Yep. It's only at which point that my blank eyes kind of flicker and the little beep, that little light in the middle of it appears. Back to navy blue. Just go like, no. Wait. Where am I?
You're back at Pickles.
He's going to immediately freeze at that name. Lower his hand. Realize where he is. And realize that Pickle is right there. And if a machine could go white as snow, that's exactly what he'd be right now.
And you don't see that she's not scared, but it's a mixed feeling of sad and confusion. And her own armor just pull her up back. And as you are just rising up 90 degrees and turn to her, she put her hands on your face, put a hand on your cheek, one that is cold as metal. And you see tears come down over her face with a curious smile. You're not the troublemaker I knew back then. The world hasn't been kind to you, has it?
I'm going to reach up and gently grasp her wrist. No. No, it has not.
Are you okay?
I live in some manner. Okay is a lot. I made a choice. And this is me living with the consequences.
What have you done to yourself? And you see her jaw clench a bit as she grabs you into her arm in her armor and turns a bit angry towards the Maverick behind and like, what has they done to you?
Probably with the lovely sound of metal grinding against metal, I'm going to wrap my big arms around Pickle and just hold her ever so slightly.
And doing so disarms a bit of the anger that she was having. The most natural thought. But she just continues sobbing and crying into your arms.
At which point, Dawn's face contorts slightly, as if he could sob. But nothing comes from his eyes. There's only the slightest little distortion as that perfect white circle grows slightly larger and the edges slightly jagged before he closes his eyes and hugs Pickle tight.
Luna's gonna try to sneak our way out of the room to leave them their moment. And also she's kind of like awkwardly in the corner, like, well,
It's okay, your passive stealth is. I don't care.
fair enough, yeah. Fair
I'll
enough.
back away a bit, but I'll stay in the room in case they need something.
Okay.
But I'll make my presence like less obvious and just chill.
Isk is just obviously trying to deal with her own emotion at this moment, so she's a bit out of service. But they can see that she's sobbing herself, and she don't have any good answer to give to Pickle, as she understands that she's hurt, as Isk was hurt when she had the news, and she's still hurting over it. And she wished she could comfort her, but at the same time, she's just.
It's okay, I prepared my comfort chocolate.
Oh, so yeah, she's just on the side looking and sobbing and like confused and like powerless.
And after a few moments, it stops because at some point the body can just cry all the time. It's stalling. So you're all. Luna went back upstairs, I guess, on the rooftop. The easiest way to get out. It's been a while since I've allowed myself to not be such a busy bee. How may I call you?
I'm still thinking that one through. Troublemaker is long gone. In many ways, great deal of Von Air is as well, as was Dawnbringer. Me, I am the pieces of what's left. Slightly broken, but still walking.
I did not recognize you the first time because of the change. But you talking like this? I mean, the envelope, the exterior might have changed. I understand you've been through a lot, but somehow you're the same being. I can understand that you feel broken. Luna is, I am, Adrian, I don't know how we do it, but we're all still the same. We're just being put under a lot of pressure lately. But you're still down there. I mean, Downbringer.
Perhaps as you see it. You may continue to use that name. I have yet more to consider. And realities to come to terms with.
Maybe when you go back home, you'll have a better idea.
I do not look forward to that day. It will be one of pain.
Yeah. But also, they should be happy. You could have been gone for good.
Perhaps. At which point Dawn is going to gently stand. Gently, because he doesn't want to shove Pickle on the ground.
She removes herself at the same time.
Perhaps. But I have traded my old self for a long, long existence.
That's not so bad. We'll be able to hang out for a long time. And who knows, maybe this new exterior fits better with what was inside all along.
This
Maybe
new
is your true
exterior.
self.
Yes. It comes with much less filters than what I was. I need a moment, if you'll all allow.
Of course.
At which point Dawn is going to slowly but surely walk to the door and go take a walk down the streets he used to call home.
All right. Going for that walk. The other three. You see that, and mostly Luna, you hear that Pickle is getting out of her armor. Taking a break. No, the image of Pickle is gone.
Eden does a similar thing, just crashes down and sits down, exhausted, because it's been a very long day.
True. With your mother back home, then know now you know that she's safe.
Yeah. So we can relax a bit more, but still fighting dragons, undead creatures,
Yeah.
learning that his brother is super evil.
Turncoat. Yep.
Yep.
Luna, from the rooftop, you see Dawn leaving the building.
She's gonna leave him his space, but she's gonna poof Nyx on him.
'Kay.
Just kind of like a, you're alone, but not really, but you'll have your space sort of thing.
'Kay.
And she's gonna wait for someone else to go shopping.
Perfect.
Kind of like, like there's a clearance and you really want that item that's a little bit more expensive than the others and you hope it hasn't gone on clearance yet, that someone snatched it. That's kind of like her like little anxiety vibe that she's having.
All right. By the way, Giant Red Guy gave a D4 to one of the player, Luna or Dawn. So who? It's a team's choice. So you're the one picking who's having it.
Luna!
But this
That's my
is a
choice.
Dawn episode.
Yeah? So I choose Luna.
Oh, shit. Well, thank you. I'll take it.
Thank you, Giant Red Guy.
Thank you.
And Isk? Ah, Ghost Fake throwing out the last D4. Good.
Well, I guess I'm stuck with Pickle.
Have it your way. So, sorry for all it was the emotions.
Don't worry. I was in shock too when I first realized what happened. Just happy that you're not totally mad at us.
It's only because he is made of metal that my armor did not crush him. Because I was. I am not against you. Specifically, Mavericks. But what about the situation?
That you aren't alright.
Knowing Don, I guess it is his own plan that he have now received.
Probably planned that for a while. But honestly, we barely made it alive, the whole group, from that encounter. We met. We got teleported in the higher plane somehow.
The higher planes, you mean the planes of the gods?
Mm-hmm.
How you in there? It's not an easy, like, you cannot just, oh, I went to portal there. Tick, 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 tick.
Well, someone made a portal, a twisted one, and when we used it, we eventually got there.
All right.
And we investigated the place, and eventually we ended up against dragonborn, black dragonborn, purple dragonborn. Well, it's not a dragonborn, it's more someone who survived a curse and turned into a purple dragon.
Looks
But-
like a half dragon. More than a dragonborn.
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, some draconic heritage have more. Like you have your draconic heritage, have dragons have more potent, if I can say, link and strength of the dragons.
Oh, so you're familiar with them?
Well, half dragons, yes, not necessarily a purple one. I've only heard about draconoid creature purple coming from the Blood Twins.
Yeah, he was probably that kind of creature, and apparently he was able to raise dead. He played a lot with necrotic energy and arcana. Yeah. Also had with him a giant, big dragon that chased Eren at some point, but when they got inside, they were okay.
You
I
survived
guess.
being chased by a dragon? She turns to Aaron inside the room.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't the last time we fought a dragon after that. But that day was not a fun day.
Honestly, we barely escaped with our life.
Some
I-
didn't.
No, I woke up in my own blood and dragged Luna's body with me in to teleport herself elsewhere.
Yes. Both Luna and Dawn were killed that day.
Yeah.
Were killed.
I wasn't fast enough to, or we were still in danger when Dawn fell, so I didn't have time to revive him, but his armor took over right away.
I think actually with the kind of magic that hit him, you wouldn't have been able to do anything, Eren.
I would have still tried.
I mean, if you didn't have that armor, there probably would be any Dawn today.
What kind of spell did he use to kill him?
Which one was it?
You told me he was necromantic, right?
Yeah, was it Finger of Death or something like that?
Oh, if he dead by this spell, after a few seconds he turns into a zombie.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, Eren could probably have tried to bring him back. But you said that Luna also died.
Yeah.
Did it use everything that you had, or you were having some spare?
I had to use everything I had on me because that same half dragon countered my first try on Luna. So it depleted some of my diamonds.
He's that kind of jerk, I see.
Yeah. Like I said, not a fun day. At least everybody's still here somewhat.
So without that sacrifice of his, he would... Well, you probably wouldn't be able to bring Luna back.
Exactly.
Probably Everything as planned for him, as usual. I love him, but I hate him so much.
Mutual.
You know why?
Go on.
Because he's like me.
Did you know that was his plan when he was building his armor?
I helped him a bit constructing it, so I've seen some patterns, but I wasn't thinking he was really thinking about linking his own spirit to the armor. It was his own craft. It was not anything I've made. Inspired by some, but it was all his work. Well, while he's not here, do you have anything you need?
Luna, are you there still?
Yes. Are you guys busy?
Come down.
But are you busy?
No.
Everyone's dry?
Yes.
Okay. She's gonna come down. Awkwardly, but she's gonna come down.
Didn't realize you went down. I feel bad now.
It's okay. I was waiting for someone to be ready to go shopping.
But first, while we wait for Don to come back, in case he wants to come shopping with us, he might need that, like some shopping therapy, you know?
He might.
We found these in sarcophaguses.
Please
Having a hard
keep
time?
trying.
Sarcophagus.
Sounds like a spell.
Erin is tired.
Fair enough.
And we don't know what they do. Do you know of a way of analyzing these?
Yes, identification spell is pretty basics.
Yes, but I can't do that. And I think since Don's transformation, he has lost his touch with magic.
He seems to be carrying a sword around now.
Yeah.
Well, he used to have that sword before too, but he didn't use it much.
Yeah, he'll
Probably
Hope
was
you
in his
tell you.
bag of holding. That doesn't seem to be existing anymore.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because I see you all carrying stuff that you are not used to.
I know.
Like a tent or something like that.
Yeah, hopefully he'll have an explanation. Hopefully it's not that his old body was the one conducting the magic. I mean, maybe he lost a connection when he lost his body.
Well, something did change inside Don's.
Probably that all his connection to his magic was turned into the own body that he programmed.
Mm.
Because yes, and you see that her eyes getting lost in the emptiness in front of her. He is done. Well, he is what Dawn programmed him to be. Based on himself, or maybe what he would have liked to be.
Yeah. Just things. Hopefully we can ask him once he's back.
I know he cannot physically do it, but while he was holding me in his arm was the first time I've seen Dawn cried. And I've known him from many years. I remember he was really close to a tear when, like, he bumped his pinky toe on the table. But
Yeah. Funnily enough, he's become more emotional since the change.
Now that you mention it.
Yes, and there's things you haven't seen yet, but I don't want to say too much in case he wants to save for himself.
all right. Now let me start to check up those things for you.
Yes, please.
By the way, I have to do something with Bert.
Yes, he has to roll too.
Yes, you have to roll too.
Say what now?
You have some roll to do.
So many rolls, man.
Oh God.
A whole collection of rolls.
Oh God. I'm terrible at rolls.
Let's see.
My one weakness.
Roll me a d10.
Okay.
Da, da, da,
No,
da, da,
that's it.
da. 4.
The 4.
Okay. Roll me 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll me a d4.
D4. Okay.
2.
2.
Nope. And roll me another. No, roll me a d6. No, 4. D4. Sorry, I fucked up.
All right. Well, we'll ignore that.
1.
That's still a 1.
It's
So
gonna
there
be
you go.
1.
It's meant to be. Yeet. There you go. I don't question it. DM says roll a thing. I go, okay. Looks like I'm dying, guys. Saying, what is this?
I had so many low rolls too, so you never know.
Oh, I'm not even going by the fact it's low rolls. I'm just assuming that whatever roll I got.
Roll
I
me a
die
d10.
again. Oh, okay, we're rolling still. So I'm not dead
Yeah.
yet. That's an 8 this time. It's not bad.
8. Oh god. For real?
Yeah, see? I told you guys. Death. Instant death. I'm going to stub my toe on something and it's going to hit that one part of my body that causes a catastrophic self-destruct.
You mean again?
It's okay.
Yes.
I have the item in front of me now. It's gonna be fun.
I like the sound of this. I like fun. I'm all about fun. Fun and emotional damage.
Deck of many things. What?
Deck of many things. I draw 20 cards. See what happens.
Yeah.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Want to play 52 pickup?
I pick up 52.
Where is it? Oh no, it was this.
Oh, that was good.
Okay. So here. Where are you, motherfucker? Oh yeah, it's this one. Good. So while I'm checking for the magic items, please, Dawn. What does your trip inside the city looks like?
I mean, it's pretty simple. It's mostly just time to walk and look. Because Stiggle Whittleton, in many ways, is his home. It's a bit of normalcy in a life that has gone completely abnormal. Just walking up the streets, looking at gnomes and probably some other things go by. Expecting to probably get looked at a lot. Because I didn't think to pull on my cloak from my bag. So I'm just a shiny dude walking down the street. I'm basically just going to walk a big loop down one of these main streets and then back. Thinking, pondering, coming to terms with some things. Realizing I need most likely to talk to Aaron for a moment in private. But that time will come. It helps that neither of them really sleep, so, you know.
That is true. The most chillax meditation session. Yes, what's up, man? Oh, totally, dude.
Oh, it's not going to be a chillax meditation session.
Oh, shit.
Oh no, this is not a fun discussion. But yeah, there's no particular purpose other than to get some air. I'd say to take a breath, but that be, how to say, figuratively taking a breath, really. And then come back.
Good.
No more fuzzy ocular units. Back to nice sharp circles.
And at some point, you're coming back to your house. And Pickle is actually a bit like the old Dawn when it was getting emotional, working on identifying stuff.
Yeah.
For coping.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree, even a, adoptive tree.
Well, she's probably whatever you call home.
Yep.
And she goes through the identification, and she starts with the armor. And let's see. Oh, no message from Mary. Should probably come in soon. But okay, let's start with something else. She'll start with the short sword. Be careful with that sword, cat lady. This short sword is what we call the short sword of sharpness.
Oh, that sounds very sharp.
When you hit objects with it, like you see that she's taking a normal short sword, and she striking at a wooden plank, just show you that, and you see that she's not strong or dexterous, so you just see that she's planted in through. Yeah, I'm not strong, but look at this, and you see that she takes her sword and cut through it like it was butter.
The things I can do with it.
When you attack an object with this sword and hit, your damage dice when you're striking it is always max damage.
Luna's now melee.
When you attack a creature with this weapon and you rolled a 20 on the attack roll, when you crit, you do an extra 14 damage. and then you roll another d20. If you roll the second natural 20, you cut off a random target limb.
Limb or limp?
Limbs. One of the arm or the leg or a thing like that.
I mean, if you cut off a leg, they will limp.
Yeah.
I assure you.
In addition, you can speak the word of command to cause the blade to shed bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for a total of 20 feet radius around you.
So nice.
Okay, wait. So I re-roll another 20 if I hit. And what's the amount for me to cut off someone's arm?
Another crit.
It's another crit. You have to crit a second time.
It's rare, but if it happens, it's gonna be really badass.
And do we know what's the word of command?
Yes, you invented.
Oh.
I'm not the one doing this.
Bomb fiddle!
Here comes a new Google research, man.
Hell yeah.
Haboob and Bum Fiddle are gonna get a friend.
Yeah.
And it's like super bright for what's the diameter you said? I'm sorry.
Yeah, what?
10 bright and then another 10 per dim light.
Yeah.
Of diameter or radius?
You can go for Sword of Scimitar of Sharpness into the DDB Compendium.
Okay.
DDB Item Compendium. You should be able to find it. You
Scimitar
can take the
of
Scimitar
sharpness.
because I think they only have a Scimitar, but it's the same stat as Short Sword.
Cool.
And that chain shirt is kind of weird. And you see that she have her goggles. You remember the kind of bluish tint that the metal had?
Yes.
It has the same property of the skin of the Goliath. It is making the person who's wearing resistance to cold.
Oh.
But the thing is, it is a chain shirt that anybody could wear. It fits to the body's owner in adding defenses.
Oh.
Like if Isk would have wear it, it doesn't even count as an armor and she doesn't need to be proficient with it.
Oh, nice. Eden remembers
Well-
all the cold nights on the mountains. I was like, oh my god, yes.
Well, a lot of spellcasters usually wear this.
Hmm.
If not Arborvark Magi and all that stuff. But yes, it is an elven chain of cold resistance. And let me check up all this scepter of yours. When you see that she identifies it, and she's like, "Oh, what have you found? Where have you found all this stuff?"
In a tree, in a forest.
Behind the dragon.
Yes.
Oh, it is a dragon stuff.
We think.
Is it dead?
Yeah.
Yes, it was
I'm
dead.
not scared
alive.
anymore, because you know that dragons have some special link with their treasures.
Oh, yes, no, he's doubly dead.
Okay. Because this thing is what we call the Rod of Alertness. Let the person holding the rod have advantage on wisdom saving throws for perception. No, wisdom perception checks and initiative. So advantage on initiative and perception checks. While holding the rod, you can cast Detect Evil and Good, Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease, and See Invisibility.
You tell me now.
And
Oof.
it's not all. It have a protective aura. As an action, you can plant the half end of the rod in the ground, and it sheds bright light 60 feet radius and another 60 feet, so 120 feet of light. And while that light is bright, you and any friendly creatures of the person who set this up, having +1 AC and +1 to saving throws. As long as the light is shed. It usually go for 10 minutes. And also, you can sense the location of any invisible hostile creature that is also in the bright light. That's what I said when, like, oh, look at the item just putting up in your hands. That's kind of what's needed. It was weird. It was a rose. It was a rose.
So what you're telling us is that this is a very fancy nightlight for Isk.
Well, not
So she
for
can
necessarily
read?
for Is. Could be for Aaron too, or whatever.
I know, but I mean, like, she could read until like 6 a.m. with no.
It's 10 minutes.
Oh shit! Better power read.
I can already read in the night, but
Oh,
sorry.
fair.
Donc, there is also one last item. That is the ring that Dawn rolled for. And she's like, call it good or bad timing, I'm not sure. As she face palms a bit. It is a ring of temporal salvation. It is a ring that if you die, you vanish and reappear in a vicinity and you heal yourself. And if your hit point maximum is lower, they have been lowered by any ways, it goes back to where it was. And if there's any level of exhaustion, you reduce the exhaustion by 1.
Oh my goodness.
But once the ring is used, it turns to dust and is destroyed.
Okay, so it's a one-time thing. Oh shit.
And you heal 3d6 plus your constitution modifier when you fall. Like I said, kind of a
Yeah.
circumstance. As she says when done. Come back.
Okay, question about the armor. I can't wear it with my other armor, right?
Nope. You cannot wear 2 armors at the same time.
So I will put the chainmail on the table. I will keep my father's armor. If anybody needs this armor, you may take it.
I feel like anything armor benefits Isk. Because she's kind of squishy.
And the armor doesn't need
Attunement?
doesn't need attunement.
Mhm.
Well, usually I don't really like armor because, it's.
Cramps your style.
No, it's more, it's not comfortable, and I usually prefer my own scales.
Oh yeah, will it affect her scale AC?
No, the thing is with this chain, you're just adding +1 to your AC. It doesn't give you a fixed AC, so it stacks up with her draconic heritage and
Nice.
But from what you're saying, I might try it.
And you have fire resistance, right? With
Yeah.
yourself. Oh, so that would be an extra resistance for you as well.
True.
fireball. Pa, 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 pa.
And Isk, it's so pretty. Look at it. It radiates in the moonlight.
Fine. I'll give it a try just for you, Luna.
Thank you. Also, look, you can make music with it. And she's just gonna take her claws and go like ring, ring. Just trying to convince her to wear it.
I don't think it's a good argument for Isk, but okay.
To Luna,
There you
it
go.
is.
Let me show you. It has a fancy style, but just give me a sec. You have to import the image of that.
Well, of course she's intrigued by it. It's just like so far she's always been talking against armor. It would be weird if she changed somehow. suddenly what she was saying.
It's a shirt. It's not a full-on armor.
Look at
So,
this. Oh wait, it doesn't want to. Here.
Yes, it's so
pretty.
pretty.
Oh, that is fancy.
Yes.
Does it
That
comes
looks
with the
like-
necklace thingy?
Yeah. It would hold the shoulders together.
But
You sound
it
like a
would.
rich woman in LA. Like, does it come in another color? Like, I prefer gold, you know?
I would
mean,
like
she's
platinum. It doesn't fit with my scales.
I mean, it's gonna cover my shapes. But well, I'm gonna be useful.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe we can find some dye to change the color. And one of the stores.
Oh, that I can't do. She got just gonna prestige some gold color over it. See, that's not a problem.
Do you have a piece of rope, Isk? Just a tiny bit.
You want a piece of rope? Do I look
Yes.
like I have rope? Not even sure if I
Maybe.
have rope.
Because do you have a little bit of rope?
Let me see in my purse where I can't find anything. There's too much stuff in there.
Welcome to my world.
No, can't find it. Oh yes, there's. Oh, I do have one here.
Okay. Can I borrow it? I'll give it right back.
Sure.
She's gonna take the little bit of rope, and with her claws, she's kind of gotta like put it in between the chainmail to kind of like pass it through. So like in her back onto one extremity, on her skin side until the other one, and it comes out. She's gonna tie a bow to kind of like cinch it. Do you like it better like this with
And
your?
it's actually tightening the chain shirt so you can have your silhouette thing. you were
Yes.
asking about.
Idea is not bad, but I'm not sure about the material. We're gonna have to retain this, I think.
This is a test, by the way. All right, we can
I
change
told
it if
you,
you
the-
want.
Idea is fine.
But if we're gonna buy a better bow, you have to promise to wear it.
Ladies, you
Yes.
are in a workshop.
I kind of forgot for a second you were there. I'm sorry. You've been very quiet.
You're in my place.
I know, but we've been in so many places. You kind of forget sometimes, you know.
Because you're forgetful that I am not there.
Oh, that's deep. It's very deep, Pickle. You got me there. It's a Pickle now. Is that why your name is Pickle?
It's because of my hair and that I like pickles.
Oh, that's fair. That's very good.
You want one?
Very nice. I'd love to have one, actually.
And
Is-
you see that there is, now that you put attention to it,
There's
there is
pickles
a pickle
everywhere.
jar
Everywhere.
at different spots in the workshop.
Never more than
I
2
love
meters from a
this.
pickle jar.
She always have one in hand, so she doesn't even look. She's like, here it is.
Ooh, she's gonna grab one, and while she munches on it, like full anime style with the little cheeks that are moving happily, she's just gonna turn to Dawn and be like, "Maybe your name should be bacon and eggs." Then she's gonna keep eating.
Right. I feel that would be slightly ironic considering I cannot consume them now.
I think you're overthinking this a little. Your name is literally bacon and eggs. You don't take life too seriously.
I do believe I always overthink things.
And your nickname could be bacon.
We can also skip this part of the conversation.
I have no objections with this.
Is the ring, does it require attunement?
All the rest requires attunement, yes.
The sword
Choices, choices.
The short sword too?
The short swords too.
Ooh. I don't think I have that many things to tune to. By the way, I'm sorry to tell you guys, but I have pretty much taken this sword. Is anyone against this?
No, that's what it
That's
was meant
good.
for you.
Thank you, because I would have taken it anyway. Just while you slept.
But, yeah, I'm useless with a sword anyway. And I think Don already has a pretty good one that he likes.
And I can create my
Yes.
own sword of fire, so I'm okay. And I have a scimitar that I never really use, but it's there.
No. I don't know. Damn it. I don't know how to modify things. Is it possible to just...
You don't need to modify. You can just go into the compendium, the book up there. You go to DDB items and you search for scimitar of sharpness.
Oh, I have it all. It's just because I'm not proficient.
Oh, okay. I'll take care of this part.
Yeah, that's the only thing to modify.
No problem.
Thank
Take a
you.
few seconds.
Yes.
So
sorry.
repeat for the rest. There's the elven. The elven chain is taken by Isk.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some time with Pickles to adjust it and just add it to my inventory. What do I have to search for to add it?
At the top right, there's the compendium, the small book.
Yeah.
And you go to DDB items.
Yeah.
And you go for elven chain.
Elven chain.
And you can change the title for resistance, cold resistance also.
Okay, thank you.
And there is the Rod of Alertness and the Ring of Temporal Salvation.
And you said for the perception thing, you have to hold it in your hand.
Yep. And the tune.
Yeah. Don, do you wear a shield still?
I do not know.
I'm debating. The ring would be useful for me as I'm the only one who can revive you guys. If I die, then that could save the group.
That is a logical assessment, yes. Bless you.
I
Bless
think
you,
also
cat.
that Don has better eyes than he was when he was a Goliath.
Would you like the red Don?
You could see invisible things again.
Yeah,
That
you
was
would
very
be in
useful.
charge to know when people are spying on us or whatnot.
You like being in charge of things.
Perhaps. But if I have to carry it, it occupies a hand that is best left empty.
Yeah, my hands are busy too. That's why I was. It would have been
Well,
useful for my eyes, but
maybe you just have to shake it or crack it and then put it in on the ground and then you have both hands?
Perhaps.
Maybe Pickle could make you like a necklace and you tie it to the necklace. Is that the
Pickling.
rod that made that noise? Because I don't want it. I knew it.
Sorry, it's from the Shit Eaters game.
Yeah. It's
That's
gonna
fair.
spook all the people we're trying to sneak on.
Well, if it only needs to be carried, then that can be arranged on my belt or over my back. But if it requires being held, then it would be impractical for me at the very least.
But would it be a practical item to have?
In general, I guess so.
yeah, that protective aura would be useful in a fight. that's condensed within the range.
Thanks, Megan.
Isk, do you hold anything in your hands when you fight? Or in everyday life?
Holding? No, not really.
So you have a hands-free existence. Would you want something in your hands?
Want
That
me
could be
to
useful.
hold Don's bringer stick for him?
Or you could use it, you know. You could have 2 of the treasures. I don't mind.
How many things are you tuned to?
A lot.
I'm attuned to 3 things. I'd have to remove my ring of feather falling to switch to the other ring.
Not gonna lie, I kind of forget what I'm attuned to.
My staff, my armor, and my ring of feather falling. So my 3 slots are taken.
Okay. Let me look. So my bottle doesn't need attunement. Does the earring need attunement?
No.
My crossbow? I don't think so, but
Crossbow, no. It's only electric D4 and a +1.
okay, so I have 2 things attuned, if anything. And I'll try out my sword a little bit, and then if anything, we can reevaluate. I don't mind carrying it, and then we'll see.
Well, in any case, it would be very good if one of us got attuned with it, because it would be a way to know when we're getting spied on or not, which is a very big problem right now.
But you will have to remind me, because I'm not very good with responsibility. I'll always forget.
No, that I can do for you if that's what you want.
Always. I don't remember many things. I look like his chicken. But I don't mind carrying it and being attuned to it. Mostly because I'm only attuned to 2 things. The one thing we'll need to reevaluate is if I buy that cloak and I need to be attuned to it. Then
What
we'll need
cloak?
to... Oh, well, maybe it's sold already, but you know, a little cat lady can dream. It's this like cloak of shadow from this man. He has a name in a tongue I cannot pronounce, so it sounds a little weird.
You're talking about Yvonne?
Yes.
I think the suit of armor that he have is an armor and a hood piece. It is no cloak.
Oh.
It's like a hood that you wear.
I'll have to check. Do you know everything?
Okay.
Do you remember if it needs attunement?
It mostly does.
Yes, that's what I figured.
I imagine that planting the rod is an action, right?
Yep.
We'll probably need, like, Megan speaking in general, we're gonna probably need something to like strap it on the side. Just on the off chance. Because even if I play like a more of a range attack, I need my both hands. So I wouldn't be able to plant it. So someone could, if anything, like grab it and run with it.
Your crossbow is a hand crossbow or 2-hand crossbow?
It's a light crossbow.
Okay, so both hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm thinking. Because I have a short bow or a light crossbow, but both
Mhm.
require 2 hands. So for because I do have the sharpshooter feat,
Yeah.
so that could be helpful. And yeah, the short sword is one-handed, but depends on the type of enemy we have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it kind of makes sense that Luna has it because she can, if anything, run up and fuck off.
Yeah. It's she was for like that invisibility thing. Like we could have sold it, but it's a pretty useful one.
Yeah.
What is everything that you're attuned that you really don't want to be unattuned of?
Who? Me?
Aaron talked about his armor.
Yeah, my armor and staff I can't unattune. They're a pair, so I need both of them. And I have a ring of feather falling that I will unattune to attune to the other ring. I still might keep the ring of feather falling in case somebody else wants it eventually, or once my ring explodes into dust, I'll put it back on.
Mm-hmm. Wise.
And what about you,
Isk
Don?
or Don?
Are you asking what I have attuned?
Yeah.
Yes, bacon.
I have my belt, which gives me greater strength that I normally have. And I have my cloak that keeps me protected. That is all.
Okay, so you have a slot available.
It's pretty good.
And you, Isk?
Well, I have my my bracers of defense, my ring of mind shielding, and the sending stone. If we still want to send multiple message in the day.
You're attuned to the stone?
Yeah, we got close during the night. Very close.
It's a little bit odd. And unsettling.
Well, I felt lonely, so I needed a new friend.
I feel like maybe now you should keep it.
Or yeah, the stone, yeah.
Yes.
Don.
AKA Megan's removing it from her inventory.
I'll put in my tent.
Don,
Confident.
maybe we could attach the rod to your body, since most of the time you don't have both your hands busy, so you could hold it, and when we get into a fight, drop it, but it will remain on you, and just take your sword out for combat, or plant it if it's easily
We
detachable.
can't push Isk into the ground if there's a battle, Erin.
That's the rod, not Isk.
But if it's tied to her.
No,
it depends on how strong you actually. Let's talk about something else.
because if your hands are usually free, having that in your hand would help prevent spies.
It's like these dark jokes about babies, like how strong you have to throw a baby against a wall if you want to paint it the whole thing red.
Yes.
Only
It's
one
a
if you're
weird
strong-
thought experiment, really.
Strong enough. Yes, I know.
I never quite understood.
Babies?
I usually use oil containers instead.
This has taken a
Less
weird
more
tangent.
taken.
Yes.
You're asking Luna for risk?
I am a little bit confused about the tangent of this conversation. And I am now uncomfortable. And it is saying a lot because I have killed people.
It happens. You get used to it.
Anyways, we can think about this later.
Anyways,
Sleep first or go to the store first? I don't even know what time it is. It's dark in this place.
Would Yvonne be open?
If I have
Probably,
one.
but
God damn it.
Oh yeah, and let's split the money so we know how much we have to waste on things.
True. We're
Now
not
that
rich.
Bird is here.
Well, I have it all here if you want. Does someone have a calculator?
I mean, always I have a computer.
There you
Well,
go.
it's quite easy. Just in gold, we have each 3K, 3,000 gold each.
That's true. 3,000. This is a number I'm enjoying
Yeah, that was
putting
just
in.
the gold part, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But the diamonds, Eden, you should keep them. It's 600. It's 600.
Maybe we can split them. I feel uncomfortable, and it's kind of a risk having everything on me in case somebody notices and then attacks me.
So 200 diamonds each. No, I don't do math right now. Fudge.
Because it's 600, it's not going to divide. How much do you need for a spell,
600.
Eden?
Okay,
You can
you
divide in
guys-
4.
You guys take 200 each. I have 300 on me already.
Okay.
Because it would be 150 each, but that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Or we can
But-
do that if you want.
How much do you need for a spell?
The quick one is 300.
So how much diamond do you have on you now?
300. I can cast it once.
Okay, so now we can keep some on us because you at least need enough for one spell. Okay,
Yes,
so I'll
on
keep
me.
200.
So yeah, you guys keep the 200, and then if something happens, we can throw them to me.
All right. Okay, and now for the gems, it's 1,400 gold piece of gemstones. Who wants gems?
it is
I have
pretty
no
much the
great
same
use
thing
for
as
gems.
gold.
Yeah, so there's nothing like no special gems, just some random gems.
Some
Yes.
spells need specific gems that you would find in days, but if you don't need,
Mhm.
it's technically only worth of gold.
So we can just split it 3 ways, and if we need some for spell,
Yeah, that's true. I'll put it in
Gold.
it's 1,400.
And you're full.
Mm-hmm.
I heard 3 ways. That's it.
No, I said by 4.
No problem.
Am I confused? I might be confused. So 350 each. I feel like a bookie, like the little piles of money.
All right, so 3,000 each from the gold. Now, how much are we
Yes.
each now?
So you have 3,000 of gold pieces and platinum
Mhm.
mixed together. You have 200 of diamond.
Okay, so 200 of diamond. That'll keep
And
that
you
brick.
have 350 of assorted gemstones.
Which I'll just consider basically money.
Yes, but
I'll consider them gem because I have a teleportation that can consume gemstones.
Yeah, that's what I was
Exactly.
thinking too.
So
Would be
like
good
we
for you.
can remove some depending on like what we need for gemstones, because for now we're not like in big need of money. We don't have to pull like a Shirai and pay with
Yeah.
stones.
I do want something that costs 1,000 gold. If we can find it, that would be great.
What is it?
While listening to Isk talk about being spied on, I remembered a spell that druids can use to spy on people. So if I could find here either a crystal ball or like a silver mirror that's pocket size, I could use it to observe at great distances.
it might be dangerous. We might need to get you a scarf. Because if you leave that ball unattended, it could cause a fire.
It's okay. I can create water, and
But if you're not there,
that is true. It'll be inside at all times until needed.
alright. You accept the responsibility well.
But
Do
yes.
you, Dawn, or I'm sorry, Bacon?
Hmm.
Yes. Would you like to buy something?
I don't think I have anything particularly I need.
But we're talking fun here. Like maybe having your metal engraved or something to have the same tattoos.
I do have the same tattoos.
Tattoos require attunement, right?
Yeah.
Magical ones, I
Well,
believe so, yes.
The magical tattoos, yes.
I can give you a temporary one if you want to see if you like it first.
That could be cool.
Here's a unicorn.
You should make boobies. Give him boobies.
I can give you one too, Luna, if you want.
I don't think that's how it works.
A temporary tattoo? Yes.
Oh, temporary. I thought you meant boobies.
No, you already have some, don't you?
Yes.
There you
Yes. Do you want something, Isk?
go. Not that I think of right now, because now we have our anti-spy thingy. Well, is someone attuning with it or not?
In your plan with the rod, yes, you would be able to see invisible thing, but you have nothing to alert
Oh, right.
that there is something invisible near.
Yeah, exactly. It would be randomly.
Yeah.
I feel a presence.
Do I
in
feel
the
like,
bush.
oh yeah, Pickle,
Yes?
maybe you could fill my heart desire.
Can you do mine?
Depends. Mine would be about assist him to alert us whenever someone's spying on us.
Probably that I could modify the rod that I just identified to use the temporary measures that when you plant it, the thing in the light is you are aware that there's something invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I could try to make this feature more permanent, but that would need Kersilos.
How much?
Around 1,000?
Oh, okay, we could.
How much do you have?
She just gotta open the bag. Would that be enough? With the big chunk of Corsolas.
The one with black veins in it?
Yeah, that'd been appraised around 1,000 gold piece, yeah.
1,500 actually.
500?
It
I thought it
doesn't
was
seem in good
1,000.
shape. What happened to it?
We found it this way. Well, maybe they don't want to work with that one.
I can work with it, but I don't guarantee the effect afterwards.
True. Well, I guess, is there Corsolas on the market right now? They're probably in demand, I guess.
Probably, yes.
Do we still have any Corsolas? Except that big chunk?
I have 200.
I have some. I have 400 gold, but I did want to save some in case it is needed for my little traveling to the underworld.
But you don't need to do that anymore, no?
My spirit is still down there.
Wasn't he protecting your village now?
It's not the same spirit.
I have 50. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go find some on the market, but it's gonna be pricey though.
We could. How about we steal some from a portal?
And the portal won't work anymore?
Who's gonna know it's us?
Me?
Because you've heard nothing. Ask Bacon.
I
Okay.
don't quite agree with this plan.
He's down with it. Bacon has said yes.
I have said no such thing. I will not be an accessory to this tomfoolery.
Oh, what does that one mean?
Which one?
Tomfoolery?
It is referring to some kind of activity that is ignorant, reckless, stupid, or otherwise immature.
She's gonna write it down.
Okay, so who around here probably has some Carcelas?
The Enclave. You can buy it from them. They just calculate who has it and track it back.
I guess we're gonna have to talk with them. I was hoping for a cheaper price, but for sure they're gonna be harder to negotiate. So
On the matter of Carcelos, I'd be surprised if there were any negotiation.
always depends about the person.
If it were me, there would be no negotiation.
Yeah, you know.
Does the Enclave really like you?
Me?
No, I don't know. Bacon is saying that there would be no negotiations.
If it was him. But I mean, the Enclave is an organization made of people, and all people are different. We could try our luck and see.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we do have money now, so maybe we can find what we need. Or maybe
Okay.
the store has a new magical item that we don't know about yet that could potentially detect invisible things. Like a pair of glasses that have detect invisibility, like Dawn used to have.
Who
It's
knows,
a
maybe-
possibility.
Yes, maybe he does, and we just trade the rod,
Mm-hmm.
if anything.
Exactly. I think we should go there first before we create something that we can just find for cheaper.
You could also. Well, I could craft the thing. Upgrade the thing with Isk needs. And you only have 50 gold of Kersilos on you?
No, I have the 202.
102? Okay.
200.
She has 200, I have 50.
Anything else?
I have none.
That is Carcelas?
I have 400 gold. But
I
like I
have-
said,
Yes, you want to keep them.
in case.
I have the
I'm-
200. I have an empty one, and I have one that's worth 1 gold piece.
Don't you have the green ones?
Oh yeah, we do have 2 extra ones.
The
I
green
gave them
one.
to you, Isk,
Oh yeah, right.
with the mushrooms.
Yeah.
With the
Don't
Well,
forget the mushrooms.
we
Don,
found that.
are they drunk?
Not right now.
No, this sounds like them perfectly sober. You should
I'm
see
pulling
them
out.
drunk.
I'm pulling out the drink card. The green card. So
I'm pulling out the drunk card. Okay.
Yes,
the
yes,
green
you are.
Paracelsus from the bag and with the shrooms with it.
This we also found within the tree where we found the treasure and the dragon.
It was a fruitful tree.
Yeah, identify it too.
If you can, please.
We-
By the way, you never told me how I could fill your heart desire.
You could not.
Sorry.
You clearly know what I want. And you see that she's starting to identify on this little sentence. And where are you? Here it is. After 10 minutes. I don't know, Don. What are you talking about? And none of you talk to her.
Is someone communicating with you, teacher?
Well, you?
Did you eat one of the
Stop
mushrooms?
toying with me.
We were silent while you were identifying.
You literally were asking me about the Kersila's properties.
We did not ask any such thing.
We were waiting for you to be done with the analysis.
Did the stone talk to you?
Or
And you see
she
and you see
heard
that
our thoughts?
the lancers just finished shninks and the identify spell happens. Oh, and you see that she leaves. She just pushed a bit of the stone. It is arcane energy, but this thing is coming from another plane.
Another plane, you say?
Like, if you would need to do a plane shift, you could go to the underworld with that.
That is exactly what I need. Now I just need
Where did
power
you
to
find it?
get
You said that it was with the dragon?
yes, undead creatures. The dragon
And
was
undead
yes. The spirit was locked in the sarcophagus with my mother. And then death dogs. There was a floating head that looked also very dead. And the dragon smelled.
So the whole place stink of death.
Yes.
So yes, it would be usable, but I don't recommend it for crafting arcane purposes. Except
So-
if you want to have necromantic properties to what you want.
Well, maybe Erin, we could trade your curse rolls for those.
Yes, since I was only keeping this cartels for either reviving you guys or traveling to the underworld.
You sure you want to be revived by that?
No, I meant
No,
the other
but
one.
We have diamonds now, don't we?
Yes, but I still have 400 gold worth of Kersilos. That's normal Kersilos.
Yeah. No, I know about those, but I mean, you can revive people
Yeah,
with
yeah, yeah.
the diamonds instead of the curse loss, right?
Exactly. Like I said, I was only reserving these 400 gold to either save your life or to use the power to travel to the underworld. But now that we have these, I put the 400 gold worth of Kersilos on the table and grabbed the two underworld ones.
Probably Give me an hour, and for 1,000 gold, I could bring up back another 500 worth of Silos.
So, how much do you need? Because I have 200.
I need 1,000 worth of Silos.
And you have 300 or 400, Erin?
4
So
Four.
it's a total of 650.
Yes.
right now.
So 350 is sufficient. My brain
Yeah,
isn't
so you
there.
have to double the amount that you need. This is what it's worth. It is worth double what it's worth.
Oh.
Okay, but do we want to check the store first in case we find something that would do the same thing, or do you want to have her craft this item for you, Isk?
I don't think we can find anything that can do that. Be my guess if you want to. Try, find it, but doubt it.
I
don't-
don't recall seeing any crafters would be able to do something that just does a ping, that something is invisible close to you.
That is true.
And
Okay.
I think she's gonna give us the best price too,
yes.
out of everything.
No,
And
I
this
charge you
time-
triple. Ugh.
Bacon! Say something!
Call him by his name first, and I guess he will answer.
Don't
Hmm.
make your-
Bacon is a fine name.
You
You
really
may
wanna
use
go
it
for
if you
Bacon?
wish.
Come on, you should
Creature.
have more self-respect than that. Come on, Don.
That's 2 birds in a row for Dot.
It is not a matter of self-respect. It is a matter that a name is but a name. If it brings Luna some joy, then so be it.
I feel like Don's Luna bigger brother.
Well, if you find happiness in this, both of you.
So it would be 700 gold for the Kersilos I could be crafting for the rod, but you still the person would still need to be attuned to the rod.
Yes. So it'd be between Dawn or Luna.
And it's only the person who have the rod who will be able to do anything. Like if you're getting scryed, it's going to be an orb, so the thing would be flying around. So I don't know if Dawn is good with striking stuff at distance.
True.
Not so much, no. My reach has
Before you
severely
were magic
decreased.
missiles, but
Yeah, Luna, if you want. If you see the orb, you could shoot it with your crossbow.
Well, can I just touch the cloak before I let it go forever?
Oh, we're still going to the store. And
just
like I
want-
said,
Yeah.
I need something there too.
But I think at this point it's gonna be me who's gonna have the responsibility. I just want to touch it and say goodbye to what almost was.
All right. So, Pickle, what do you need? So you need 700
700.
gold. Okay, we're gonna split it. So it's like,
I can give 250 easy.
or
If
we
you
can
wanna make
all
it
give
easier for the rest.
175 or something like that.
Don't mind.
Not 175.
Right. 700
Yeah.
we said?
Yeah.
Yeah, 175. So what if we say
Yes.
you guys could give 150 if you want, and I can give 250. I don't mind, honestly. Do that.
Whatever
Right.
is simplest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll give
so-
you
She grabs his own and is like, she talks in Gnomish. So she's like,
So I'm the only one who follows. Got it.
All right, so
You hear
I
like,
give in.
bring me these fucking Cursilos, you owe me fucking deep shit, and then you hear Urine decide, fine, I'm gonna bring it, give me an hour.
All right.
I'm just nodding, like, yeah. This follows.
Okay, so I'm tossing in 150, and we're gonna go shopping for Luna. I'm gonna find you that.
You going to the shop to Yvon?
Hell yeah, boy.
Sure.
We always back halfway.
I'm ready for the shopping part.
God. Je sais pas. Oh my God. See how much it messed with my
Already.
brain?
Oh, I know. I know.
No
how
problem,
it is.
Luna. There's no problem. I can talk with you without the problem.
Oh, that hurts everything in my soul.
Oh.
I don't know if you prefer that we take a break and I can look up the items during the break.
Well,
So that it
for
would be
the
a little
buying
less.
part, I have a specific scene that I want to do with Yvon.
Okay.
But for the buying part, we'll do it off stream. Then you would be able to do the shopping, so we can have more roleplay inclined stuff. And yeah, that's probably it. So let's take a short break.
Okay.
First, and just asking for the players, where would you tending to go? Like probably resting a day and then leaving the
Yes.
day after for the north. Am I
That's
right?
what I was
Probably,
thinking
yeah.
yeah.
Same.
Definitely need that long rest. Oh, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Because I know that Luna's going to want to see Yvon and her patron of the crossbow to give him some stuff.
Perfect.
Because she made a promise, so.
Yeah, I have a call to do, but it's gonna wait till tomorrow. So
Good. So let's go for the break, and we're coming back soon after these messages. we're back after these messages that were a bit shorter than usual. But now
Like, you know.
Luna, or people wanna go shopping, and they'll do off time, but they'll still go to Yvon's store. Yvon
Causes pain and misery.
Yes, indeed. And you're going in the shop, and like I said, it's pile of useless. It seems useless, really good, really what the fuck stuff. All around, piles, and everything is the guy is a hoarder. But as soon as you come in, it's like, all right, welcome to Yvon's store. How can I remember you. You were the draconic tiefling lady that was here last time, a couple of weeks ago. Am I wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, of course I bought you a lot of stuff, didn't I?
Yes, pretty good indeed, pretty good. So you coming back to buy more stuff? I think Linda will like this. She wants more money, so...
I'm even bringing you friends that are gonna buy from you.
Oh, that's so nice.
Mm.
Well, welcome all of you. It is a pleasure to meet you all. Can you recall me your name, milady tiefling?
Oh, that would be Lady Isk Thunderclap.
Isk, nice to Thundercloud. Nice to meet you, you again. And who's your cat friend?
I'm Luna.
Luna.
You have a different accent. I've never heard it. Where are you from?
Hey, I am from the east part of Darnakatram, a little small village next to White Keep.
So, it's lovely.
I
Thank
know,
you for
I know.
talking.
It's Linda that's taking care of the decoration while I gather more stuff.
Good. It's nice. Nice accent. I love it.
I love yours too. It is exotic.
Thank you.
I feel bad inside of me talking like that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I have a
I'm
minimum
enjoying
21
it.
deception. So I'm in pain, but it doesn't show.
Is there only the two of you, or the whole people?
Oh no, I'm there too.
I followed.
Okay.
No.
And, the first time I see a metal guy, from what species are you?
I am not a species. I am technically not living, at least not in the biological sense.
You're what we call a robot, not an automaton.
In a sense, yes.
Okay. And you, Elven man?
Hello, my name is Erin. It is nice to meet you.
Erin, nice to meet you. So what can I do for you, all people? It is for all the bunch of stuff that you want to buy.
Yes.
For the potion, would probably go for the goblin colleague that is a bit more up the city, but you'll be able to find it pretty good. And for the rest of the time, but you were asking for the cloak of shadow, the hood of shadow and the armor.
You got it?
Sadly, I sold it like maybe 3 weeks ago.
Wanted to touch it.
To be expected. I'm
It
sure
is,
it was in high
really well
demand.
Yes, yes, Mr. Automaton.
Yvonne, you're breaking my heart.
Why?
Because you told me you would keep it for a while for me.
I know, but there was no deposit.
Still,
Linda said no deposit, no reservation.
I'm in pain. Do you have anything else that would work a bit like it?
No, the guy really bought me all the stuff that would like to make you a bit more sneaky.
any information about that guy.
For your broken heart, it would be. No, Ghostfake, it's not Bruno Blanchet. It is Yvon se faire avoir. That it was named by the chat, by the way.
It's all you guys' fault. I blame you.
For your broken heart, I might do things, but don't tell it to Linda. She don't like me to say the information about the client.
It's gonna be our secret. It's fine.
The guy just come out of prison.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Dad! He's always taking my things.
He was called Macaque.
For fuck's sake. I need a break from
my
this.
cock.
His name is Macaque.
Oh, did you know which?
No, I
prison?
think I am wrong. I think it's a Sharkac.
Shark. Did they told you where he was going?
He said that he would have a contract south. That he needed to sneak around like a bad people camp, so he would need all the necessary stuff to hide himself.
It's always the fathers. Always.
Exactly. The sound
Linda,
of
stop playing with the chicken. Does that mean the bit your broken heart?
In some ways,
Luna?
yes. In some ways, no. But it's not your fault.
Here's your answer.
I'm gonna give him a gold piece for his trouble.
Oh, thank you. I think he bites it a bit. Linda will be happy. Thanks.
If you find more of the sneaky stuff, let me know, please.
I have a potion for this that I got. It is a potion of invincibility.
I can do that. Does anyone
you?
want it?
You drink it and it lasts an hour.
My people have boots to move silently. Do you have those, perhaps, for my cat friend?
Maybe I would have to look into the stuff, but yes.
Okay. That could be an option for you, Luna.
How much for the potion?
Around 200 for your broken heart. That way, if it's mending your little heart a bit, I would lower the 250 for 200.
Sure, you can't do more.
Oh my god.
I mean, you
Linda's
broke
gonna
her
rip
heart.
me off. It's already 20% off, milady.
You've heard her play with the chicken. She's aggressive.
Yes, she is, and you don't want her to bring up the chicken and hit you with it because it's magical.
Well, I don't
When
know
she
if
slaps you with
Luna-
it, you turn into a chicken.
Oh, no.
Chicken of polymorph, I love it.
Yes,
You know
indeed.
what?
This is what it is. Every time she hits with it, it's probably more of the person that is turning into a chicken.
Quite
And every
powerful.
single time she strikes with it, it's like a like this.
Damn. Well, you know what, Ivan? You're so nice, and it's such a good offer. It makes me feel a bit better. I'm gonna take the potion for 200.
Cool. I'm really happy to know that your heart is a bit more okay.
Yes, thank you.
So, for all the shopping parts,
Yeah.
probably it.
Yeah.
I guess that you are all going back to
Yes.
Pickle's place afterwards.
And we'll do the goblin off
Yeah, do the
screen.
goblin also.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna give him some stuff.
Dawn, are,
he's just talking like that. And
Yes. It's not as
no
painful.
specific one with the goblin with the large cigar in the face. With a large cigar in the mouth. So,
Damn.
Dawn, are there any big trees around here, or do we have to go outside?
Likely go outside. To my knowledge, there's nothing truly of nature in here, other than small gardens, perhaps.
Okay. Well, for us to reach the north, we'll have to go outside and find a big tree.
Does that mean we get to ride the fast thing again?
Oh, that was fun.
Are you referring to the airship?
Oh, the
No.
car, the vehicle, with the wheels.
Ah, yes, the powered wagon.
That was so much
Well-
fun.
I'm sure we could inquire about a taxi service.
Yes. Yes, sir, Miller.
Yes, sir, Miller.
Ivan is giving me an influence. Yes, sir, Miller.
So you were going back to Pickle's place.
Yeah.
And I remember that Don wanted to talk with the guy who slept not so much, or you wanted to keep that for another time?
It's no rush. What I will find a convenient time to just grab Aaron.
One of
He
the-
knows. Or at least Eric knows now.
Yes, one of the fire camp events.
Should be happening soon enough.
Yeah.
So, going back to Pickle's place and going for a quick nap. In a city like this, and for such, there's no such thing as watch. So you can all click on long rest.
Yes. Oof.
I feel so healthy suddenly.
Well, before going to sleep, there's two things I wanted to talk with Pickle.
It's okay. You can click on the long rest even.
Okay.
But you go for she seems to be working a lot still.
Do you need a hand or something?
Nah, I'm good. I used to work on my. I've automated my factory so I can have assistance from different automaton mechanicals. Like if I need to screw something, I just like and you see that there's a metallic arm that is spinning on its own. I just have to settle of this thing, and it just does the job.
Oh, I see. What are you working on at the moment?
I'm working on the new prototype that we've got stolen at first.
Yes.
Yes, Whitekeep was manufacturing a new device for plane shifting, maybe.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about that.
Why?
First of all, did the wizard from Yacaster contacted you?
I've been contacted by the queens that were with him.
Probably.
That he was in prison. The guy in question.
Yeah, makes sense.
So he
'Cause-
wasn't able already to talk with me.
Because I think they retrieved your prototype, the stolen one.
As I understand, yes, the prodigy of Yagaster brought it to them.
Yeah.
After they stole it from the one who stole it to us first.
Well, they stole it back. That works for us. So is it functional, or does it still need some adjusting, or
The old one?
Yeah.
Or the new one?
the old one? The one in Yacaster?
The old one is really fleeky.
Okay.
Last time the wizard used to try to teleport the kid in hell, I think I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And it broke off half of the device because it was not manufactured to do it that way first. That's why I'm working on a new one.
How far is it done?
I'm at 60%.
Okay. Well, something like that would have been very useful, but guess we'll have to do without it.
All right.
Well, we've been visiting a couple of plants and demi plants, and there's one of them we are planning to go again. So it would have been easier than having to do the whole way back.
Well,
we all-
there was some time alteration when the prodigy used it first.
Yeah. All
Right.
right.
So I don't think it would be a great idea to do so, especially if you've been all to weird places.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Well, I was trying to see my options.
Where do you want the plane shift?
Well, have you ever been in the south?
No?
It's like a dummy plan for the unliving people.
You talking about the war thingy? Not the war, but the invasion that's happening in
Yeah.
Altius and all?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Those people.
Yeah, it's been really helping us in the war, actually.
How do you mean?
Well, they took 2 of the city that are supporting the Renselhof.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So Xarkris automatically sent reinforcements to our portal,
Right.
and from there they invited from the north, from the river. They crossed it with the demons that they had, and we struck down with airships. And White keeps in, and Drenselhof is almost fallen.
Oh, already.
Well, almost. Maybe in like 3 weeks, a month, maybe.
That's too long.
They are turning to desperate measures, though. So,
Dransolf?
yes.
Well, see, we are trying to break peace with those people in the south.
Okay.
And doing some arrangement with them. But the war upstairs is cutting options, let's say. So we were thinking about options to make Dransolov fall more quickly.
That could be an option. If Drenselaf lose the war, everything stops.
Mm-hmm.
That means that White Keep would conquer Drenselaf.
Yeah. And all the Carcelas in there.
Huh? It blew up, no?
How much can I trust you, Piccolo?
It will start with a fuck you. You owe me your life at least twice.
Well, we had very important.
You're muted, Meg.
It loses its momentum. I just said, I don't like Pickle when she's angry.
Well, you're gonna understand that this is sensitive intel that I wouldn't give to anyone if I didn't trust them.
And
But
you're
if-
giving this information to one of the leaders of the attacks on the Drenselhof. I can say that I don't know the source of where I cannot divulge the source of where I have this information. But they will know that I know. And the link between you and me is not really really thick. Meaning that they will know it pretty fast, not that I will sell you. So be warned. If it's useful, I'll use it.
Where are the other Mavericks?
I mean,
They're all around.
Yeah, we're all here.
So I'll just give you like a look like, do you consent I give this big piece of intel?
Sure.
In
Because
fairness, I think it's better that she has it too, and
Mhm.
the rest of the alliance does, because I'm pretty sure a little somebody does too.
all right, so they apparently there's other floors of Carcilos under what blew up.
And it didn't blow up with the first explosion?
Mm-mm.
Probably damaged the cavern, though, but yeah. Well, that is nice to know.
Tell you.
I have an
But
idea now.
but the thing is, I do not trust Edward Morningstar, the right hand of Whitekeep. He's the one in the first place who were working those Carcilos.
Working?
Smuggling.
Okay. Personally, I don't give a fuck from where my my Garcitos come from, but yeah.
I'm just saying, I keep an eye on him because he's probably gonna try something to fuck everybody.
Because right now you just gave me the solution to end this war. They might have casualties, but probably ending this war.
Which is good.
I'm just telling you, keep an eye on Edward Morningstar.
Do you have anyone who you trust inside the Renselhof?
Yes.
Do we trust her? Well, she will owe us her life, but I don't know if I trust her.
Well, it's their best bet.
Mm-hmm.
Because my plan is pretty simple. I am building a vehicle right now, and we are dropping it with the airship. The vehicle is not really a vehicle, it's a drill that is going to drill its way down to the mountain. Thing is, I will do also what you call a scanner that will scan for Kersilos if you say that they're on the floor. And I will make blow up this second floor. But if you have someone you trust and you can avoid unnecessary casualties,
That
you
would
can
be
like
ideal.
remove or help me target where I would have to send this drill.
Well, we have a couple options. We have that dwarvish girl from a noble family that we saved, and there's also Plume that actually owe me a service.
Yes, and what about the Goliath clan? Is it still there and alive?
You good, Nakano?
Yes.
They are the one who gave me the most painful things, if I can say. The druids in the mountain seems to have trained griffin, giant eagles, and even a rock. So airships are having a hard time.
It's
Very
unfortunate.
clever.
They're good people.
I think
Yeah.
we should tell them, because I don't think the noble families will.
No.
Well,
And
we
they're
would.
very rich.
They would be probably easy to turn against the noble family to see how shitty they treated them.
Mhm.
That's a big if.
Yeah.
They
They're
are still
honorable.
loyal.
Exactly.
If I'm building a Kersilos scanner, the person inside would have to bring some Kersilos at a specific place, so my drill will be able to target. Does your dwarven lady have the skills to hide and steal stuff like this? Or your plume friend would be more able to do so?
Probably the tabaxi guy.
Most
yes.
likely, yes.
I mean, I guess he's a little bit of a pain, but
Well, he was pretty good out there in the wild. So
whatever.
Does that Kersilos that needs to be smuggled in, is it big?
The bigger it is, the easier it is to track. But could be manageable. I'd say so.
Because I would have ways to glide through the earth, but I don't know if I'd be able to carry something big with me.
Eren. Thing is, we have many. Are we gonna have time to go to Drunsalaf and do this?
I don't know. Just I'm throwing options. But first off, we need to liberate your city.
Sadly, I'm not good at that.
It's okay.
And I already have a lot on my plate.
Yeah, I believe you. We'll deal with the invasion of the shadows.
So you said that you had two things to ask me. Was it one thing of the thing, or was it two of the things?
That's no, that's one of the two things. The other thing is about sending stones.
Yes.
They usually work in pair, from what I understand, right?
Yes, it is.
So if we've been using one this whole time without the other one,
Well, it's useless because technically you're not sending message to anyone.
so technically, if we're, because so far we've been sending message to a lot of people don't have our sending stone, so it means we're probably sending it to the other stone, and the other person at the end of it is sending messages for us.
So maybe that the person that have the other end is able to also cast the sending message and to send it back to you with the same voice that you're supposed to hear.
Acting as a relay of sorts.
Or it's a pretend. We'll have to figure out who it is.
Because we've been sending messages and to call people to us, and they would come to us. So,
Yeah, we communicate.
Messages have been making
but
it.
I guess that person maybe had the two options of either way cast itself the spell sending, or answer us back whenever they felt it like useful.
Maybe.
Oh, I guess we'll know tomorrow.
Okay.
That's not good.
I'm gonna work on that staff of yours, the on the rod, the of alertness. Gonna work probably all night. Give it to you tomorrow morning.
Well,
Thanks a lot.
So good night, kids. And she started to work. But you, like I said, remember you the bunk beds that are coming off the ceiling. There are those large blankets that seems to produce an aura of silence when you close them.
Sweet.
True.
Don's just gonna find a corner of the workshop, lean against the wall, and that's it. It's where he's gonna rest.
Iskazatli is gonna put a blanket on you so you have a nice, calm cocoon for yourself.
Good. And here. Well, you're sitting yourself in the corner of that workshop, Dawn. You're still conscious while you are in that state.
Mm-hmm.
And no exchange happens between you and Pickle. But sometimes you can see glance at you and you probably hear the sobbing and the cry that she does as she's working. And from your side, if you could, you remember all those years that you and your mentor worked at that very same workshop, days and night, learning all about your arts, and now losing a bit of that affinity with it because you became the masterpiece of your own craft. How's Don's feeling with all these thoughts tonight?
Well, that's why he opted not to go to a bed. Being in that corner, silently watching the work, being in that space, it's holding on to that ever so slight bit of what they used to do, of what they used to be, which really is irrevocably changed.
And you see that when the small hours in the morning comes, it's the tired side of her that is mostly seeing it as a reflex. When she stopped crying because she was just getting more and more tired, and she know the practical way of things. And when you have your 6 hours and you have your 2 hours left, you hear "Hey, big guy, wanna give me a hand? I'm tired of those robots."
The light in his eyes gonna flicker on. And he's just gonna stand up straight, reach into his pocket to grab that lovely little tool that his father gave him. I will do my best. You lead. I shall assist.
Of course, student.
As it should be, teacher.
And when you answer back that teacher, she have the same tears that I have in my eye. And you start work back these 2 hours at the end. You see all the fine pieces of Carcelos that's been attached, and the scepter, it seems to be an old or magic items, have a touch of technology, like wires that seems to amplify or go seek a specific enchantment inside that rod. And that everything in here is only masterpieces that are created. And now the rod has been enhanced with the 60 feet. If anything invisible comes within 60 feet, the light from the crystal of Carcelos on the staff, on the rod, will be lighting up. And the morning comes. It is of comfort that you are in a place where there's no shadow threatening over you, not staying into the underworld. Not underworld, but undead half plane or something like that. Not being chased by anyone. Yes, you have a really big schedule to fill up. And everything to do, Mavericks. But this morning you take a moment to breathe. Where even after crafting the whole night, you still smell bacons and eggs.
What is Don's face when he smells it?
I mean, Don is just, he's not sitting at the table with no plate, but there's just ever so slight of a smile.
You just remembered you have your oil that smells like bacon.
I do.
I'd forgotten about that. What a silly thing.
Does any of the Mavericks have anything to do before you're heading to a 3 in the wilderness? Teleport yourself up north.
Did I find the crystal ball?
Yes, you had fine.
Well, I'm gonna go up the roof with the stone.
All right.
Bum fiddle. Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Whoever is holding the other end. I would like to get to know you, please. Isk. A little bit.
And let me come on, music. Fuck you, Foundry. I love you all. There is a long silence. But you feel that there is something, and the other end that is receiving it. Like the rocks just. Well, let's see that my secret is revealed. Isk. I was hoping for more developments. Come to Xarkris. We shall meet. We're expecting kiss kiss.
Use the kiss against us. How dare!
That is foul, sir. Foul.
How dare!
Did it? Wow. Did it sound familiar to her?
Nope. Not at all.
Oh.
Well, one thing that you notice about the voice. Give me an intelligence check.
Oh, this
Come on, Mary.
The only fucking check of the game.
I know I haven't been rolling at all. I'm like, oh, I need to roll.
Come on, you got a D4. You got an inspiration.
inspiration, everything.
For it. Do it. Oh well, I mean, that's.
Roll your
Do I need my
D4.
D4?
Just use it.
That's who you pick.
Don't-
The higher you have, the more details you have.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't question it. Just roll that D4.
You don't get to
Just
keep
go.
it.
There you
Oh,
go.
hell yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
Yes, baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some taint of the voice that you heard. There was a little accent to it. The accent was close to one of Ernest. And Ernest did say that the people of Xarkris were the oldest people. And they are the only one who never crossed the sea. They were already there. But this is not the only thing we'll hand before tonight's game. We will go with another mode.
Was it? Do we know if it was more masculine or feminine?
More masculine.
Okay.
This one sounds feminine. As you are receiving also a sending spell in the morning. Do you accept it because you have the ring of mind shielding? You know it's not from the same source.
The curiosity of it, I'll take it.
Thinking maybe that your caller would call you back. You're curious because you know it's not from, but you accept it. Good day, Isk Thundercloud. I am Irisva, Sharai Priestess. Was freed by a friend of yours, Moira. Told me to help. Oh, I thought there was the 5, but you were with a 4 there.
When will ta ta ta?
You have
All right.
25 words to answer back.
Yes, I will.
It's one
Takes
word.
one.
Mara's one.
Okay. He's a thing. I am very glad to hear from you, Irisva. I will need your help for sure. Let me figure a date and place to meet with you.
To me,
To meet. Well,
still works.
so it works.
But we don't have a way to talk to people anymore.
I do?
Still going through a stone.
Okay, so I misunderstood. It still
Right.
goes out to the right person. But
Technically,
people
it's
are
not supposed to
listening.
go to the right person because she's not able to cast the sending spell.
Yeah.
But
That's
if
what
she wants to
I'm
use the
wondering.
sending spell, it's still going through the other mouth and then going to the person.
If the other person accepts you.
So all the message. Wait, I'm sorry. My brain is just telling me no tonight. My mind saw me no. So all the messages we, all the messages we sent in the past, have the people intended to receive them got them?
The answer.
Maybe. If they answer
know.
back.
I legit
Well, maybe
thought that someone was
maybe,
just very
maybe
good
not.
at deception.
Because I feel like he probably sent some, and maybe there's some others that he might answer for them. We don't exactly know, except for those who, like Ernest, that showed up after the message.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that Charkak heard my messages. And I'm not gonna show up like a few years later being like, hey buddy, how are you? It's been a while.
I mean, do you have things that belong to your daddy's physical trinkets?
I used to have a soul.
Like
I
part of
probably
the armor? Yeah.
I have Ernest's old journal, and I'm pretty sure I have a dagger from my other dad.
That would be useful. Luna, keep them.
You want to keep them?
No, you keep them.
Oh, okay. I was being very generous of my things.
No, now that I have a crystal ball, we might be able to have a look at what they're doing to help us make decisions. And
you
having
want to do
physical
that now?
things. If I have a physical thing that belongs to the person I'm trying to find, it will help.
I may be able to assist.
Does it
With
work
this
in
kind of
demi-plane?
Too
That
many
is
things
a
at
good
once.
question. Let me see. Oh no, on the same plane of existence as you.
Well, you can spy on them once you cross the veil.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we would have to get there.
Yeah, and
Exactly.
I'm not strong enough yet, Isk, but soon I will be able to plane shift on my own if I have the necessary components.
Okay. Well,
Not just yet.
once we are in the right plane, it's gonna be easy to locate.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Might have to take the confidant for that.
Oh no, she's starting to speak like Yvonne. I don't like this. I'm getting PTSD. Are you
No.
the
Unfortunately, a little infectious.
little?
It's a bit infectious, you know. The accent sticks.
It
I
really
I
gets
low
around.
key, I low key want to go back and buy the chicken.
Don't you like it, Luna?
Oh my goodness.
So, on the last sending, we'll end tonight's session. Who are starting the next game going to the north?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
thank you,
buddy.
Ghostvig. I had you on hold for half the game, but it seems that they wanted to shop and has questions.
No!
So,
Sorry, Ari.
I'm so sorry.
our Ghostvig will be with us next week.
I appreciate you.
We love you.
That is horrible. I'm so sorry.
We're just spreading
How-
out the emotional damage.
How
You and I
dare
are gonna
you all
have the
shop
most
and ask
emotional of
questions?
vibes.
That's horrible.
And then it will be extra
Nah,
romantic.
She assured me that she was gaming and having us on the side to just be sure.
Okay.
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 So she
that's
still
good.
had a
I
good
feel better.
night, as I understand.
Is she playing God of War?
Are you playing God of War Ragnarok? Because I think
It's so much
our Meg wanted bound with someone.
Yes. No, with something, yes. No one is playing it, and I have no one to talk to about it.
I don't have.
No, I need a
I'm
PS5
sorry.
first.
I don't have time to game. I have game to prepare.
Oh, I don't
He
sleep.
can't game. He must game.
I don't sleep. That's the issue. It's okay. It's
That's a
time well spent.
problem. Yes, you have to sleep.
Yes, it is. It is, but it's worth it. You know, in the
The
end.
game is that good?
Honestly, it's pretty fun. It's a very good number two, like a very good like second game.
Ooh, a really good sequel.
Yeah.
Bayonetta 3.
That's a good choice.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good choice.
Is it only on PS5 or is it also on PS4?
I don't know.
God of War? You mean?
PS4 as well.
God of War
but,
is only up.
I'm gonna wait until I get a PS5.
Ain't got the money for that.
Same, but my PS4 sounds like an airplane when I play games on it. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not.
Ooh.
I don't want it to explode with God of War.
I'm lucky to have a gamer boyfriend, so I use his.
They are convenient.
So,
Yes.
we'll do our little roundtable, starting with Isk that finished with the.
So intriguing stuff. I'm really happy because I pretty much asked all the questions I had for Pickles, had very interesting answers. We're gonna have the device I wanted to. Well, that pick was really great. That was very lucky.
When I
actually.
rolled for everything, I was like, oh well, that's everything Isk was asking for.
So, and well, we even had a moment with Evolve. So I'm really happy. Mostly I have everything I was working for lately. So can't complain. And I'm really intrigued with that rendezvous in Xartrist.
And your second date with Shirai Priestess.
Oh yeah, I have 2 dates with Xartrist and then the priestess. So I'm in demand.
Yep. Let's follow up with our Luna. How
Oh
you
my
find your
God.
game?
It's fucking disgusting. Sorry, it's really bringing me back PTSD of when I worked in some specific cities. It hurts. Honestly, I had so much fun. I'm Luna, not me. Luna is low key mad that her dad is just keeps taking her stuff. Like it was my dad. Other than that, I feel like it's a really cool game. Like it looped the loop off of like a lot of things. Like how like Ist wanted something to see like invisible things, and we got that. And Don saw his teacher, so that was a really cool moment too. Eric Aaron, sorry, I keep because it's so close together. He got his full like things, so now he's gonna be able to do like big magic and stuff. So like everything is kind of like looped, and I'm really excited. And I'm excited. I'll think about what I want to give to the goblin.
True.
Probably like some sand from somewhere or some shit. But like, yeah, no, it's gonna be fun, and I'm excited to see the mountains now. It's kind of like like the end of a book series where you meet again, all your friends. So that's fun. I'm enjoying that.
Before the ending where everyone dies. Oh.
Yeah, pretty much like a little goodbye round.
It's like
Okay,
Mass
bye.
Effect all over again.
Yeah.
Okay, bye now. Let's
We'll
follow up
have
with
to-
our- Oh, oh.
We'll have to chat with one another to see like what we do with everything.
For everything, it would be mostly the costs of a lot of stuff that would be depending on the items. Poke me till next week for
Yeah.
everything that you would like to buy if needed. So,
I
but
figure.
for the shopping part. And Aaron, boy, how you like your game?
It's good. It felt good to spend money. And I'm excited to try the crystal ball. And now also I have a way to the underworld. So what's the level again to have 7 level spells? 13, I think, or 12, 13. I'll be able to shift planes and go on a
Alright.
rescue mission.
And let's finish up with our Don boy, or trouble, or broken, or
Or bacon.
Bacon.
Yeah, that was Don's what is a rose by any name moment. But a bit less romantic and a bit more
Bacony.
melancholic in the case of bacony. Hey, yay, we had some emotional damage, and then next game we're probably gonna have some more emotional damage, but I'm expecting less from Don. This was a, as Meg said, this was a good, how to say, coming to terms moment. We've come around, and yeah, no, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Indeed. And yeah, we'll see up Girls Fake. It will give me some time also to brief her up more about what happened with her in between.
She's
some
married
background.
now.
Maybe.
Don't you dare.
She's pregnant.
Don't you wish your boyfriend was hot like him?
Yes.
She's pregnant. Don is gonna go feral.
Yeah, I was expecting that answer.
You, like,
Girls Fake.
you know, I have eyes only for the pretty elf boy that she sees.
Okay, that one I could have expected, but that tracks.
So, on this, I really love my sessions.
I
I
was
like
gonna
a lot
say,
of
like,
secrets that
who
was
are
going
you?
out with the Sanding Stone, saying Xarkris, because the Sanding Stone you pick it up at the same place as the armor of Aaron, where there was sand in it from Xarkris.
It's true.
Yep.
Forgot
I
the
remember
sand.
picking that up.
And I was setting myself up in the mood before the scene with Pickle and Don by watching Endgame when Thor is going back in the past, and I took Freya's words. Like, exactly as said, is like, you're not the Thor I knew back then, right? And then it's like for Thor, it's the future hasn't been kind to you, has it?
I was like, those are so familiar, but now I get it.
Yeah.
Now
Freya,
I've been bamboozled.
the goddess of wisdom. And so many other thing witches do. So, that's why I was in the mood of saying these words, and the tears came so easily. So, with all that, baby half Goliath, quarter elf. What's the other half? What was the last quarter?
Yeah. Wonderful.
Human? Where's the human?
Suave.
Where's
Who's human?
She has a 3-way baby.
She had it 3 ways, so there's 2 spermatozoids just fought, and like
Yes.
both of them tag team instead of like killing each
mean,
other.
It's a
That's
fantasy
not how that
world.
works.
Anything can
That's not how
happen.
that works.
Anything can happen in a fantasy world.
Because
No.
magic.
Not how that works.
It's not gay if it's in a 3-way.
I mean, that is accurate, but also that's not how that works.
Or like a spa, and the bubbles stop. Yay, bath with friends.
That's true. That's true.
Magic 3-way baby.
So, who will we be raiding tonight? Who will be raiding tonight?
Who will we raid?
So, who's online right now?
Surely someone.
We already did the rock and roll play thing. The Phoenix Star we went for last time.
Is the Emma Cravat streaming?
No. People, it's November. November is a shitty month for a lot of people. So, a lot of people bailed at the last minute.
Like in total, or just for like this game?
Just for this game.
Okay. I was like, well, that's
Oh, Dice Cream and Sandwich is doing a Dungeon and Dragon, and the name is Alice in the Wonder Dark.
Ooh,
I'm intrigued.
that's really
Yeah.
cool.
So, Dice Cream Sandwich. So, thank you very much for being with us again for all these emotional ADHD adventures streaming. I haven't seen them, but with the dark Wonder Dark, I like.
yeah.
I'm intrigued. So let's go for Dice Cream Sandwich, and remember till next Tuesday when we'll have the Call of the Netherdeep beginning of the 4th chapter of 7.
Ooh,
Brix is coming out already.
Look, he's always somewhere lurking. It's his
So
power.
remember, may your fumbles become epic stories. Ciao, people!
Bye-bye!
Getting awkward goodbye for another few seconds. And we out.